About 10 years ago I bought this apple tree. At the time the variety was called on the label Family, which I took to be a collection of different apple varieties on one tree, but after growing it I don't think it is. Now originally I had this growing in a pot and it did really well in a pot, but I just felt when I took on this plot 6-7 years ago it needed to go into the ground, so I got it in the ground. It had a great stake that held it upright, but I did notice, especially in the last year, it's now almost fallen over vertically, horizontally, sorry, but it's still growing. It has still got plenty of life in it. Over the winter when it's dormant we will be digging this up and trying to straighten it, but for now I'm harvesting these apple trees. What I've done, I've got 3 buckets, and into one bucket I just throw any of the apples that are too far gone. They're going to be composting. Any apples that are on the ground, the windfalls, they've gone into another bucket, along with any that have been bitten by insects and what have you. And any apples that are still on the tree and look good, I've got a snail on that one, we are going to harvest and take home and eat. After all, that's the point of eating or growing apples, isn't it? We're here to eat them. Now when I harvest these apples, what I'm looking for is any apples that basically come off the branches quite easily. You'd be amazed just how many there are that aren't ready just yet, but give it a week or two and the rest will be ready as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the amount of apples that we've got today, but this isn't the only thing that is ready today for harvesting. So some of my sweet corn I think is ready, and I can tell because some of the tassels on the end have gone brown or disappeared. So what we want to do, just peel away to try and see some of the corn. It would be easier if I brought a proper tripod along, Richard. Anyway, so there we go, there's some of the proper corn. So what we want to do is just pierce this sweet corn, and as you can see it's creamy. So the fact that that liquid is creamy tells me that that sweet corn is ready for harvesting. And there's another one that I know is also ready. So we've got at least two corn on the cobs, but what we got to do now, that'll be enough for us. I'm going to rush this home and get it in a pan of water straight away so it doesn't lose any of that sweetness. You got about an hour after harvesting sweet corn before it loses its sweetness, so that's a rush straight home, and that's what we're going to do now.